Hi, I am Jody Apap. I'm the owner and founder of Papa's Best Batch here, the Silver Airstream trailer. It was the beginning of my business. I first started making jerky and nuts and selling them right here at the farmer's market. And then realized I kind of wanted to continue that business and decided to open up the food truck at the same time. And then they kind of swapped back and forth as to which was the priority. But the trailer just took off, and food here was loved by people. So that became the mainstay of my business. It's actually expanded now. I have one food truck. I'm probably going to get a second truck this winter that goes around and does events. I started making marinated smoked pistachios and almonds, and those have been a huge hit. We actually have them in about 150 stores now, kind of up and down the Hudson Valley from New York all the way up to Albany, and 3 flavors of beef jerky as well, which we finally launched this past winter. So a multifaceted beast Papa's has turned into. The menu we have here at Papa's is there are 3 mainstays to three big sandwiches. The brisket, which is smoked brisket, smoked Asian brisket, which has Swiss cheese, my own Asian slaw, and my own homemade Russian dressing on it. It's an amazing mix of flavors and textures in your mouth. I smoke whole fillets and make a hot smoked salmon, which we then serve chilled on a roll. Actually, on ciabatta rolls, we use the same ciabatta rolls for all our sandwiches. And they are, the salmon is served with cream cheese, capers, and onions, a new twist on the old favorite of bagels with lox. And then I also smoke whole chickens, and we make a pesto chicken salad out of those with roasted pecans and sweet red pepper, which is all mixed up and then put on the ciabatta roll with a little sprinkling of shaved Asiago cheese. We have a couple of sides, like we do potato salad and my Asian slaw. We also do smoked deviled eggs, where I smoke the egg white after cutting the eggs in half and make my own filling for it using my own homemade mustard. So it's got a real nice zip to it, along with the nice smoky eggs, which are also dried out a little bit, so they really kind of have a nice texture like a smoked cheese to them. For the vegetarians, we also do a smoked hummus. I smoke chickpeas before I make my own hummus out of them, which is also pretty killer. Often I get asked what a sandwich is, and the truth is a sandwich is just like a sandwich, but much tastier. The recipes for Papa's come from various sources. The potato salad is an old family recipe, which I've tweaked a little bit and made better. And then the Asian slaw is something I have just made all my adult life. I don't even know where that came from, but I've been making that for years. The smoked salmon was the easiest thing to come up with for the menu, because I used to go up to New Brunswick, Canada every summer, and we would get this amazing smoked salmon up there. And I have tried for years to replicate that, and I have been unsuccessful at replicating that salmon, but I've come up with a really good version of my own. And the brisket was just, I like brisket. I was trying to do something a little bit different than classic brisket with just sauce on it, so a little experimentation, and that's where I came up with the brisket. Unquestionably, the signature dish is the brisket. We sell more brisket than probably everything else combined. That said, I always like to say that I am most proud of the salmon. I think the salmon is unlike anything you can find anywhere around here, so it's really, truly unique. And I have lots of followers of each of my sandwiches, and they're all also my children, so I love them all equally. I opened in 2014, so this September will be the 5th year anniversary of the Airstream trailer here, which is pretty amazing how far I've come in 5 years. I also have the mobile food truck, which goes around and does events. We spend nights in front of brew pubs up and down, all the way from Beacon up to Chatham, some small festivals, and we're also available for hire. I do a lot of private parties, some weddings, a lot of kind of rehearsal dinner type welcome parties. It's definitely the fit for a barbecue truck. I've been so booked up this summer, plans are in the works for a second truck this winter. The other side of the business, of course, is the nuts and the jerky. We got 3 flavors of pistachios, 1 flavor of almond, and 3 flavors of jerky. Like I said, we wholesale them in 150 stores up and down the Hudson Valley, but they're available online at our own website, papasbestbatch.com. We actually haven't really told anybody about this, but this mid-September we're going to launch our first new flavor, which is pumpkin spice. We're going to do a seasonal pumpkin spice almond, smoked pumpkin spice almond for the fall. and probably this winter we're going to launch a new flavor of jerky. I haven't tested it enough to be totally confident. I will say it's an unusual flavor for jerky. In fact, I've never seen this flavor of jerky out there, and it's not a huge stretch. Quite frankly, I'm kind of surprised nobody's made this flavored jerky out there. If I'm successful with my recipe, it's going to be a big hit. So yeah, Papa's is open here at the trailer Wednesdays through Sunday, 12 to 5, lunch and an early dinner. And basically we open end of April and close around Halloween.